now, but I didn't record because I didn't wake up, and I was just like, I'm just gonna talk about how I didn't get up. And I literally had to clean up my room. Like, I started to shower, and I was like, I'm about to just try and jump in the shower, get myself up, because I just could not get up this morning, y'all. Like, I was just feeling very And I had a really good night last night, too. Really good word, really good confirmation. Like, I don't know what happened. But these are the times and the moments we need to record. So people can know that they are not alone. Like, yes, you can have a really good date with the Lord one day and then wake up just feeling like, what the freak is going on? But you need to push through. And I didn't. Don't be like me. Get up. It's like 11 o'clock. Haven't woke up this late before on a school day since last semester. And last semester, I was like, I told God, I don't want to be who I was last semester. So I was like, you know what? Girl, I just jumped out of bed, y'all, literally. When God reminded me that, yeah, I jumped out of bed. But I just cleaned my room up. And that could have been a really good video. A really good part for y'all. But it literally only took me like 2 minutes. I ain't lying. 10 minutes tops. In the shower. I'm going to read my word. I'm going to give y'all the word. And yeah, this is episode 2. It's raunchy. So I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why that word just constantly stays in my mind. As long as episode 1, because episode 1 was like me breaking everything down to y'all. And for those who really don't understand, like maybe I didn't properly explain why I'm getting up early. Getting up early to bless your house and just do everything. Like I realized like I used to do that my spring semester. And y'all, like everything would be done. Like when I got through with my day, like my work would literally be done for school because I would literally just get up and do it, or even start it and then go do other stuff. And then it was like by the time I had to tap into it, it was like basically already done. And I'm a girl that like to plan things out. So I would lay out how I would do my work and everything, and then I would just put it all together. And doing that really helped me and like just helped me get through my day. And it made me think like, you know what, let me just do this, let me do that, let me do that. So when I got out of that routine, my life kind of got crazy because it's like, girl, my lips was always chapped. Like in that first video, child, I looked at, but y'all, that was me literally just waking up. I was sleeping hard. Y'all can see the marks on my face. I was sleeping hard. So yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I literally get sidetracked that fast. But yeah, I'm gonna hop in the Bodega. So I better break this because I have my bra on and let's see how to put on my shirt right now. Y'all really need to see anything else? Yeah, ain't lying. But this glorious face, like, it's like when you grow up around boys, well, your brothers, it's just like, after I said that, I done heard every rude thing they would have said to me. Y'all like the live stream? I really did it. Get with her. Sarah Jakes Catch and Release. My face. What do I use my face? First, wash your hands. I feel like, oh my goodness, people be touch a million things and then try and touch our face. Like, don't even your hands. I had stopped the video to put it in fast motion, and I forgot to put it in fast motion. It's literally just sweats and y'all, I got this beauty light mirror and I don't use it because I literally just do it. If I want to do makeup, I'm gonna do it in the bathroom. We're gonna finish reading Genesis because Genesis, but I didn't really finish Genesis and I didn't grasp Genesis, so I wanna reread it. So we're on chapter 16. The one I posted this, it was like when I made this video, it was last week. So I technically gave myself 3 weeks with this. I'm not gonna lie, but because my editing process was bad, so I couldn't like upload it. So I was like, you know what, listen, I'm just gonna give myself 1 more week with it too. I haven't mastered it. I'm not saying like after we're done focusing on this characteristic, you can't still continue to do it. No, you can still continue to focus on that and other characteristic. It's up to you. But after 2 weeks, I do want us to have to like be able to adapt to it. That's why I said 2 weeks, because it technically takes 30 days or 15 to 30 days for something to set in your system. But as long as you force yourself to do it, I feel like you're gonna be good. It's gonna be disciplined, and after that, you're gonna be like, hold on, why didn't I get up early? Like, that's how I was feeling today. I'm like, hold on, Shawty, you didn't get up early. I normally don't get up later than 9, no later than 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, I'm moving, functioning. The fact that I didn't get up till 11, I'm like, hold on, girl, like, hold on. But even just setting that 9 o'clock boundary, like, listen, if you're not gonna get up at 7, no later than 9, like, that's what got me up. Like, hold on, because baby, it's not 9 o'clock, it's 11. You need to get the heck up. Like, get up. So Yeah, it's a day by day process. You're not gonna be that Proverbs 31 in one day, okay? But you just gotta keep pushing no matter what. Yeah. And don't let nobody judge you nor try to condemn you, because can't nobody condemn you but God. Only God is judge and jury, because we are all sinners at the end of the day. And God said, before you get back out of somebody else's eye, get it out yours first. A lot of times we like to judge as if we mastered it ourselves, and we haven't. There's a difference between informing and judging, a huge difference. So just make sure you're informing and not judging. Now Sarah, Abraham's wife, had not been able to bear children for him, but she had an Egyptian servant named Hagar. So Sarah said to Abraham, the Lord has prevented me from having children. Go and sleep with my servant. Perhaps I can have children through her. And Abraham agreed with Sarah's proposal. So Sarah, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, the Egyptian servant, and gave her to Abraham as a wife. This happened 10 years after Abraham had settled in the land of Canaan. So Abraham had sexual relations with Hagar, and she became pregnant. But when Hagar knew she was pregnant, she began to treat her mistress Sarah with contempt. Then Sarah said to Abraham, this is all your fault. I put my servant into your arms, but now she's pregnant. She treats me with contempt. The Lord will show who's wrong, you or me. Abraham replied, look, she is your servant, so deal with her as you see fit. Then Sarah treated Hagar so harshly that she finally ran away. The angel of the Lord found Hagar beside a spring of water in the wilderness along the road to Shur. The angel said to her, Hagar, Sarah's servant, where have you come from, and where are you going? I'm running away from Mistress Sarah, she replied. The angel of the Lord said to her, return to your mistress and submit to her authority. Then he added, I will give you more descendants than you can count. And the angel also said, you are now pregnant and will give birth to a son. You are to name him Ishmael, which means God hears. For the Lord has heard your cry of distress. This son of yours will be a wild man, as untamed as a wild donkey. He will raise his fist against everyone, and everyone will be against him. Yes, he will live in open hostility against all his relatives. Therefore, after Hagar used another name to refer to the Lord who had spoken to her, she said, you are the God who sees me. She also said, have I truly seen the one who sees me? So that well was named Berlaharoi, which means well, the living one who sees. It can be found between Kadesh and Bered. So Hagar gave Abraham a son, and Abraham named him Ishmael. Abraham was 86 years old when Ishmael was born. First of all. I don't know. When Hagar started being rude to Sarah, like, that to me was like, girl, just because you feel as if you got to one up on somebody, or you want to hire pedestal somebody because you got something they don't, or just X, Y, and Z, blase, that don't mean you start acting as if you're better, because you're not. So I feel like when Sarah started, I'm not saying Sarah's right, but that was a pure example of you got to bear the weight of your consequences. You started treating her harshly, but you still forgot your place. Never forget your place. You know what I mean? Never forget your place. Never forget your place, no matter what you got, no matter what you receive. It reminds me of God, what I receive of God. No matter what we receive, no matter what God gives us, we must always remember our place with Him. We are beneath God, not above. Always remember that. He can make you the greatest speaker of all, but you are still beneath God. Those are God's words that He is putting into you. Remember that. You are not your own source. God is your source. So never forget who feeds you. You know what I mean? And that's what that gave me, because, girl, you forgot who fed you. And you started to think you were above who fed you. And when that person who fed you started to come down on you, you wanted to run away, baby. But no. I was trying to say, but and it sounded like I started cursing, but I wasn't, y'all. And forgive me, Lord. I'm not saying forgive me, Lord, I guess. But, yeah. Second one. So like Abraham and Sarah could not wait on the Lord. They was getting weary and they were getting weak in their situation. So they began to like not wait on the Lord. So that made them do something they were moving on feelings. We can't move on feelings, because I feel like I'm getting weary. I feel like I'm just never going to bear children. So go ahead and do X, Y, and Z. Now that opened the door for a problem. You know what I mean? When we are uncontent, that opens a door for disobedience. That opens a door for everything else to creep in. And that's what happened. When they felt as if they weren't going to receive what God had already told them they were going to receive, they went to go do something they shouldn't have did. Now your wife has to deal with feeling as if she's beneath, because now her servant is having a child by her husband. And now the servant's throwing it in her face, which is causing greater problems. So basically, we cause more issues when we move on our feelings than trusting God and having faith that He will do exceedingly and abundantly above all that we ask or think of. You know what I mean? Do y'all feel me? Do y'all get it? Because that's what I grabbed from that. Like, child. And the fact that even though you moved out of disobedience, God is still going to be there for you. God is still going to hold you. So Sarah, her servant, left. Mind you, Abraham's first son, first kid, done left with the mother in the belly, in his mother belly. It's like, also Abraham has to be going through something too. Like, yo, listen, I know you told me to go do X, Y, Z. I know you probably feel heartbroken right now, but like, child, you told me to do it at the end of the day. And now I won't be able to see my child because you done ran that servant off. You know what I mean? It wasn't just a one-person job. When Sarah told Abraham, go sleep with the servant, he could have said, baby, no. God told us that we were going to have a child together and we're going to wait however long. You know what I mean? In that moment, he should have reassured her. But remember, everybody in the Bible is a lesson. This is why God created the Bible. These are all lessons for us to take heed to and to apply to our own lives so that we may walk with God properly. I want to say, because we can't walk with God perfectly. What I mean by that, I don't mean like, I'm not saying you're going to sin every day. I'm just saying like, we're going to stumble. We're going to fall. And perfectly, for our walk with God is just trusting him through any circumstance. It's not being a sinner, because you're born a sinner regardless. It's just trusting God, having faith, continuing your journey. That's how God sees us, as perfectly walking with him. And that's how I think. I don't want to say in general, but that's how I think. That's how I look at it. Like, us perfectly walking with God is just us continuing the course with God, no matter what. That's how I think he sees it. But, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So that's why it's so important that they were ordained. But I'm just saying, like, as in life, like, when we are looking for our life partner, it's like, it's not just about looks. It's not just about, because they know God. It's really just not about that. Like, what's your prayer life? What does your life look like with God? Like, how can I see God moving in you? Like, I know for me, like before I was really heavy, like, yo, I need a man. And now I'm just like, I'm in a state where I was like, I really don't want a man. Would I got somebody in my way right now, would I be like, no, I'm gonna, but like, right now, I'm really just looking at people's fruits. Like, yeah, you say you know God. Yeah, you say you believe in God. But how can I see God moving in you? Do I see God moving in you? And like, that's my biggest thing. If I can't see God moving in you, then there's no point of us even, communicating right now. Because I know, like, where God is bringing me to, like, I hear God. I'm really moving with God. Like, me and God really locked in. Even though I stumble, even though I fall. You know what I mean? And like, you have the potential of drawing me away if I'm not strong. And you just got to know yourself. Like, don't indulge in something that can potentially pull you away. If you just got released from that, don't go back into God released me, so I'm good. No, baby, you still have the potential of falling back into it. Stay the course. Like, that's how I look at it right now. Like, lust is a crazy thing, and I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I will begin to lust again. So I'm going to just stay away, friend zone everybody, and say I'm off the market, because I'm off the market. Right now, God is pruning me and molding me into something, and I need to focus on God right now, not no man. I cannot handle kingdom assignment and a man right now. So it's either one or the other. I'm choosing kingdom assignment. So I just been on my dolo. I just been chilling. Like, I don't respond to DMs. I don't talk to nobody. Like, I really just been chilling. Y'all. Just chilling. And it's okay to chill. We like to think that being single is just the worst thing in the world. But think about it. When you get in a relationship, it's not just about you anymore. It's about you and him, or you and her. Like, it's just a lot. A relationship comes with a lot. So we be like wanting that thing. And then when it gets there, we like, dang, like, I ain't know it was going to come like this. Like, I just wanted the good part. Yeah, there's good and bad parts to every situation. So just make sure you are strong enough to handle that. You can want it all day long, but if you're not strong enough to handle that, it's not going to last. And that's why God gives it to it when we are able to have it. I like to think, I love that. I always talk about that, want versus a need. God understands a want versus a need. And that's why a lot of times when we want something, we don't receive it. God's like, because baby, you do not need that right now. It may be in your will. It may be in my will for you. But right now, baby, you going to fumble the bag. And I don't need you fumbling the bag, because if you fumble that bag, baby, it's going to hurt you more to fumble the bag. So yeah. He don't want you to fumble the bag. Hope that helped y'all. Hope that resonate with somebody. I got sidetracked in 2 seconds. That ADHD do be kicking in. Yeah, and don't think you can't have fun with God, because if you really talk to me, sit down with me, and like, because I'm low-key shy, but when I get comfortable, baby, I act a fool. You, like, being with God, you literally can still have fun. I be laughing, joking all the days of my life. Like, please, never play with God like that again. if there would be no such thing as humor if God wasn't fun. Let's be for real. So, yeah. That was embarrassing. So I'm gonna go. Hey, blessed. This is the end of the episode. I was gonna show me pack my bag, but there's really no reason to. I'm literally just putting a laptop, an iPad, and my journal because I want to write to God. Okay. Last tip. All right, this is I'm really gonna go. So this is my journal. Like, I write to God all the time. Not all the time, because see, last time I wrote to God was December 25th. I was supposed to write December 26th, and when I don't, I literally tell myself like, you didn't write. So it's February. I haven't written to God since December 26th, but I've talked to God. Like, I literally sit down and express my heart, but I love when I write it down because I love reading back and just seeing like all the things God brought me through, because sometimes we forget the little things. And that's why I wanted to start journaling. I remember somebody told me that, like, you forget the little things when you start wanting the big. And I'm like, dang, like, I was reading back and I'm just like, I was really struggling with lust. Like, I was really, really struggling with lust. And now I'm just like, God, you brought me up out of that. Like, that's crazy. Like, I was so deep in my mind, lusting. Like, I'm just like, and I'm not talking about lusting, like, and the way I was lusting, it was just like, I kept picturing myself with everybody. Like, I was just like picturing myself with everybody, thinking about what we could be and not really thinking about who the person was. You know what I mean? Like, I have a trouble of, even though you may be like, I have a trouble thinking I'm like, I have to save everybody or that I can save everybody. That, like, I know I'm a very strong and independent woman. Like, I know that I can handle a lot that's on my plate. I have before. But, like, just because you can handle it doesn't mean you should. And I would literally think, like, I don't know, not saying I would find charity cases, but, like, God would literally show me, yeah, tonight they can't support you. And I'm like, but it's okay. Like, I can help them because, because I believe in the Most High. Yeah, girl, but you're still breaking down barriers yourself. So, like, why would you put yourself in a deeper barrier? Why would you put yourself in a deeper pit? Because you think, no. God said, in everything use wisdom. Baby, you wasn't using it. So, yeah. I like to look back at my blessings. Like, even with my family, like, little things I was praying for my family, like, God is just moving, and it reminds me of the goodness of the Lord. Like, sometimes at night, I just lay back and I think about the goodness of the Lord, and He puts me to sleep. I'm so serious. Like, last night, I could not sleep. I was thinking about everything God did for me, and I just love God. He makes me blush. Like, I really just love God. Like, ooh, what's that? Ooh! Oh! Oh! But, like, I really do love God, and I hope y'all do too. Stay this course, okay? You can only go up with God. Look at me. I can't wait to tell y'all my testimony. Like, I really, just because, like, this testimony for coming to school, like, I just can't wait to tell y'all my testimony, because I can already tell that God is going to do something for me. And the way, like, I just love God. 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 I'm rebooting. I love God. Like, all right, I'm gonna go. I really gonna go this time. I hope y'all enjoyed episode 2. God loves you. It only be long because I'll be giving y'all the word in it, but, like, don't forget the scriptures. Proverbs 31. We waking up early, we blessing the house, we doing what we gotta do in the morning, so that later in our day we can literally do whatever. Okay? Yes, that means, like, if you're a wife or you're becoming a wife, if you learn how to do everything in the morning, you can spend more time with your kids, because a lot of times our schedule gets too busy and we don't make family time. But when we have that family time, that's how we can preserve a relationship. Remember, you have to take time in a relationship to preserve it. Just because y'all, known each other for many years, don't mean you got to stop doing what you're doing. No, you got to preserve it. You got to do what you did in the beginning. You must keep that relationship maintained. And a lot of times we don't have our stuff together and our schedule together, and we're not leaning on the Lord, we can't do stuff like that. So, yes, women, we are learning how to be a wife before we're a wife. Period. All faith. That was so pretty. I'm really going this time. God loves you. Stay blessed. Remember, you are who God says you are, and nobody condemn you but God. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against you shall be condemned. By my beautiful woman of God.